Welcome to week 14 of NFHell. Hell. Today, Midwest Jet here, joined by Dames Marvs. Which side's he on? Dames and Jas. We also have a special guest, VT, coming in hot from his Texans location. VT, welcome.
Welcome.
Tell us your podcast so everybody knows.
Yeah, you can see me on Texans Fan Battle. We stream live on YouTube, and you can download the podcast anywhere you get your podcasts from.
And when do you stream live?
We stream live Wednesdays, 8:30 p.m. Central and 9:30 Eastern.
Awesome.
Tune in.
Fuck the Pacific. All right.
Yeah, we don't.
So cool. Welcome to the show. I would say welcome to hell, but clearly, as a Texans fan, you've been there, and you will be there for quite some time.
I think there's like levels of purgatory in hell, and the Texans might be like all the way like the bottom right now.
I think we're at the bottom. We are Hitler when he gets his pineapple shoved up his butt. You remember that from South Park? That's pretty much the Texans right now.
Yikes!
Except a little less comical.
Yeah.
Hitler all over the place.
All right, Jet, what do you got for us?
All right, we're going to start off with the news of the week, just kind of some injuries, people getting hurt, people going other places. Jimmy G, 49ers, sucks, broke his foot, man.
Surgery, season ending.
Yep. That's crazy to me. Iowa State boy starting, though. Heck, cycling the rookie.
Brock Purdy.
That's going to be
pretty good.
Dude,
well,
I got to tell you, for those of you that don't know, Brock Purdy is what is known as Mr. Insignificant, which means he was the last person drafted in last year's draft, which usually, I mean, it is what it is, insignificant. Now, this is what's ironic about that. He is now the quarterback for the team that was supposed to go to the Super Bowl from the NFC. I think that's pretty significant. So we'll see how it goes. When we make our NFC predictions after the news.
Got you, David.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Baker Mayfield asked for a trade or got released or cut. I don't know if he asked for it. Either way, they would let him go. He went over to sign with what we like to call the Scrams.
Sign with the Scrams.
The Scrammy Scram. We'll kind of talk about that as we go into next week's game. I don't even is he going to play? Like, is he already like, hey, I can't. I wouldn't if you can't start in Carolina. I'm pretty sure he's not starting for McVay offense. All right, Kenneth Walker, your boy. What happened, James?
Don't know. I mean, I don't know yet. Is he going to play? I don't know.
Okay,
but we'll see. He jammed his ankle. That's what Pete Carroll said. He jammed his ankle.
Wasn't it not even during the game or something?
No, it was not. It was a non-contact play.
He slammed dunked his ankle.
He made a cut and he didn't come back.
Yikes. Lamar Jackson, quarterback, pretty big guy. VT, you probably watch him a few times run around.
Yeah, just a little bit. I mean, the Ravens are probably going to cry, right? Because he's done for the season. But the good thing, honestly, if there's any other backup quarterback that can be as similar to the QB1, it's Huntley, frankly. So they're not out of the mix, I don't think at all. I think Huntley can still get them where they want to go.
He out for the season?
Through the playoffs?
A week at a time.
I heard it's a strained PCL. They say 1 to 3 weeks. There's 5 weeks left plus playoffs. So we'll keep an eye on that one. But
the
larger looming issue is the contract. If I'm Lamar, I'm like, fuck, no. I ain't touching him. I ain't coming back until you.
Oh, that's true.
Why would he?
Why would you? Because he already just kind of tweaked it a little. He doesn't want to be bye-bye.
This is their NFHell scenario, dude.
Yeah.
What if he gets injured and he doesn't have a contract? What are you going to do then? Well, you're in it now, motherfuckers.
Yeah. And he's going to go to Miami. He's going to go to
agent, Lamar.
In all honesty, as much as I love Lamar Jackson, this is on him. They've been trying to sign a deal with him, and he refused because he thought he could make a bit more, right? So he doesn't have an agent. It's him and his mother really negotiating this deal. If he had a real agent, the deal would have been done. So I love Lamar Jackson as a quarterback, but as a businessman, which you have to be when you are a QB1, he is not doing what he needs to do. So this is on him. This is
Do
not
we know the offer though? What if they're lowballing him?
the rumors were that he was being offered over $200 million for his contract. So I don't know if that's lowballing. I mean, you could say, well, he deserves 240, 250, but the fact that he wouldn't even take a smaller deal in terms of take a 2-year deal instead of a 5-year deal, and then he could renegotiate again, that would be better off than just risking playing without a longer term contract or something.
Right.
He wants 250 million, guys. That's what he wanted. And you're right. It was, I want to say it might have been 220 or something. And he says 250, that's it. I'm not negotiating. And now here we are. Good luck.
All right. That sheds a little bit of
Lamar Jackson, your mom, please. Titans fired GM John Robinson. Guess he's taking the heat for them losing this week. Like, are they that bad? Question mark.
Their offense is.
They traded AJ Brown away.
well
Exactly.
on draft day. And
Exactly.
I mean, look what's happening.
Right.
Amazing. I mean, and that's really what they need.
Right.
Really
Right.
need.
Right.
I'll say I find it a little interesting. They're in my poverty division, so I talk to co-fans all the time, and what I'll say is it's ridiculous. They're actually leading the division. They've got like a 3-game buffer. To tell you the truth, the way that he got fired mid-season when they're actually leading the division is kind of strange. I kind of want to say there's got to be more to it than just a product on the field. It doesn't seem like it's only because like the AJ trade and the Eagles just murdered them this week. I really don't think that's the case. There's got to be something else there.
Right.
VT.
Agreed, VT. Agreed. All right. I believe that's all the news that we have. Anybody else have anything that they were remembering for news? News. What we wrote down, we kind of remembered. Hey, if we forgot something and you're like, hey, dumbasses, you forgot this, put it in the comments. Tell us.
That's what they're for.
I mean, yeah. We're just human beings. We're just human beings.
So now on to our NFC. We did AFC last week, remember? NFC Super Bowl predictions. Who wants to go first?
I'm not even ready for this. Not even ready for this.
We all know who I'm taking. There's no way I'm not. So laugh as you will.
Why would you take the Cowboys?
After we play our best game of the year, my friend, this week against the Eagles, everyone will be happy again.
Well,
and hell will be a little colder that day.
That's fucking interesting. That is I don't know. All right, I'll go next since you said the Giants against, well, it's no surprise.
The Dolphins.
Well, Dolphins are my AFC pick.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, come on.
Here we go. Oh, bask in it. Super Bowl. And this will be funny because when it's Miami versus the Eagles, it'll be the Ace Ventura Bowl. If you guys remember.
Do you know him?
The mascot's beating the shit
Does he
out of
call
each
you
other.
at home?
You're a weird guy, Ace. But the Ace Ventura Bowl, dude.
Dude, that would be awesome. I would get a Finkel jersey and go to the game.
Yes.
No, he Finkles. We could all get a group of people, and we're just all.
That'd be sweet.
What do you know? They're little footballs.
No, vomit.
Wow. Woo! This
All
is
right.
also NFHell is also a weekly movie show where we talk about movies that relate to sports.
Who's your pick?
Laces out.
Who's your pick?
I am thinking right now. I can't. Vikings.
Why?
Here's why. They're going to be the 2 seed. I feel like their schedule isn't that tough going out. They get the 1 of the 2. The Eagles possibly
They can't
lose.
win big games.
They just beat the Jets. That was a huge playoff game. Implications. Number one, like top 3 defense in the league. Just saying.
All right.
They found a way to win.
If I would have been taking a drink at that point, it would have been all over my screen. Because no one in the last 20 years has said they just beat the Jets. And that was a big deal.
Here's the deal, though. The 1 seed doesn't go to the Super Bowl. So if the Eagles are the 1, they're not. That means the 2 has a better route because they're going to play somebody. Just saying.
All right. Well,
Just saying.
This is comedy.
I hate the fucking Eagles.
VT, who do you got coming
BT, you got anybody you think?
I think the obvious choice is the Eagles, right? I mean, they're 11-1. What other team really are you going to say? It's got to be the Eagles here. I don't think there's a really.
I
real
didn't think
choice.
it was that obvious. I mean, you still got to play the games.
They got to play Dallas. They got to play the Giants twice, right? Yeah. Never know. Split with the Giants, split with the Cowboys.
We got 2 Eagles and 2 Dreamers. All right, cool. Sweet. All right. So
let's get into
the last week. I'm not gonna wear this the whole fucking time.
Yeah, God, please don't.
I can't do it.
Thank you.
What a
Thank
beautiful
you.
hat, though.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's Randall Cunningham. That was every time I see that logo, I see Randall jumping through the air.
Oh, Randall was insanely awesome. But
LT smashing him.
All right.
never heard of him.
Thursday night, Bills destroyed the Patriots. I don't know about you guys, but anytime the Patriots lose, I love it. So suck on that one, Belichick. Bills are back on. Bills are back on top with that win. We'll talk about the other teams that lost, but they have the 1 seed again. And they lost Von Miller last week for the season, but hey, the train moves on. Dames Jas, anything to add to that?
I mean, I picked the Buffalo, but I also went 9
Just
and
the
6.
Buffalo?
I went 9 and 6 this week.
You did.
Which puts me, well, what'd you go this week?
Oh, you want me to go first? Of course you do.
I mean, I just went.
It's true. I did forget this. This is 2 weeks in a row where because I think this week I did for sure. It's because of the shittiest week I've had, and I didn't really want to talk about it. So I was just like, maybe they'll just forget. I went 7 and 8. My first losing fucking week because because of the tie and the Jets not fucking win anyway. Overall, I sit at 115 and 80, which I believe Dames Jas. Let's hear it. I mean,
116 and 79. He takes the lead in week 14. I told you, motherfucker.
Oh, hey, there's still plenty of football to go.
There is, but let's be honest. I'm going like this, and you're like
yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. Dames and Jas.
Ranges in the night.
Guys, I haven't had a good week in a while, so when the Giants tie, why wouldn't I have a great week picking them? 10 and 5, boys. 10 and 5.
Oh, wow.
Gaining on you.
92,
For you
70.
For you guys at home, what was it? I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead.
For you guys at home, we did for our league here on NFHell, if the team's tied, we count that as a loss because we're kind of picking who wins the game. So next year we'll see. We might be changing that for season 2. But we just want you to know. So technically, I guess I would have went 7 and 7 if we didn't count that game as a loss. So I wouldn't have won under 500, which maybe we could do that.
It's fine because there'd still be a game ahead of you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, because of the week 1 anyway. All right, and VT's here. We're gonna kind of get to him in some games because obviously he wasn't here last week to play along. So
I want to. Amanda went 8 and 7. Jason went 9 and 6, and Josh, who the fuck is Josh? He went 12 and 3.
Ooh,
fuck you.
Is it the Josh that sent the pick last week? Sent to you, Jas?
Is Josh a Cowboys fan? I'm never talking about him again if he is.
Yeah, we're talking about him.
Fuck you, Josh.
You don't remember the
I
pick?
never got anything sent to me.
Oh, no, it was on the screen while you were talking about the game.
Yeah, you did that. Thanks.
Yeah, no, that was from your friend, and he said you would know who it was.
Oh, that's Vermees.
Yeah, Josh.
That's him picking games? Vermees, fuck you, Vermees.
All right.
I love here on NFHell.
Back to the games.
Anyway, back to the games. Buffalo beat the Patriots. We all pick them because we all hate the cheaters. All right. Steelers at Atlanta. God damn it. Falcons are, we're how many weeks in and I don't know who this team is.
Every time I pick the Falcons, they lose.
Yeah, right. You even said that and they lost.
That's why I picked the Steelers, guys. And as the season wears on, Tomlin's coaching is more evident, and they usually come down the stretch and get hot sometimes. So
He's a
watch
great
out.
coach. He's a great
Watch
coach.
out for the Steelers.
And Watt's back. He's 100% now.
He's a monster.
Oh, Watts.
Game wrecker.
I just gotta add, like, why was Pickens just completely avoided? Not completely, but quite a bit. I mean, he really did not much. And I know this is not a fantasy podcast, but I lost my fantasy podcast. I lost one of my fantasy leagues because of that. I was down 10 points. All I needed was one touchdown with Pickens. That's all I needed.
I mean, that's on you for having Pickens as your quarterback.
No, not as my quarterback. Pickens, George Pickens, the receiver.
Oh, okay. Oh, Pickens. I got you.
Pickens, yeah.
Not the other pick, the one pick,
Well, Pickett's
Hey.
throwing to him. That's your
I've
problem.
been whining about Kyle Pitts all year, so it's fine.
All right. Next game.
Yeah. All right. Denver, Baltimore. Let's ride. No, let's not. Let's
What
not.
the
Every week we
fuck?
talk about it. Every week it happened. They were actually winning this game, and then Lamar was out, and blah blah blah. I was like, oh man, they actually might pull this one out. But
All right. You guys, Broncos have not won in the United States since September. They have 3 touchdowns since Halloween. 3 offensive touchdowns. Geno Smith had 3 touchdowns in one fucking game against the Rams this week.
Cowboys just scored 33 points in one quarter.
In one quarter. That's like 4 games for the Broncos.
Jets kicked 5 field goals.
What is Russell Wilson? You gotta blame him, dude.
I know.
You just have
I
to.
know. And less than a year ago, you were in love with him.
I wanted him to come to the Jets. Are you kidding me? If Russell Wilson would have done, I mean, if I had him on my team right now, though, I still feel like whatever. I don't know.
Bad.
All right. Packers,
I
Bears.
was talking to Dames.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You were.
I didn't hear a word.
I just chimed in. Anyway, Aaron Rodgers owns the Bears. He talks about it on TV. He tells the crowd, and he does. They pull this one out because the Bears don't know how to finish. Fields, though, BT, what do you think about that?
I think that honestly, Justin Fields is impressing me. I actually thought last year that they were trying to get rid of him, right? Because they were not building around him. They really could have drafted and put pieces around him. And now I really think it's almost going to be a Jalen Hurts type of scenario where next year they're going to do a lot more RPOs, a lot more designed runs, right? And this dude can win some ball games if they actually build around him. Chase Claypool has got to have better ball security. Just let me just say
they
that.
traded away key defensive pieces this season, and they currently have the number 2 pick in the draft.
Right.
If they get one of those beastly defensive linemen, or
Anyone from Alabama or Georgia or
Gary.
I think if they go Jalen Carter, who a lot of people, including myself, so I'm going to include myself in that a lot of people conversation, think that he could be the next Aaron Donald. That is very much something the Bears could do, because right now the Texans are projected, which were the first overall pick, to pick Bryce Young. So if they take Jalen Carter, there you go. They just replaced their big DT, and they got him for cheap in a rookie deal.
Yep. All right.
I'm a fan. I'm just gonna say, I'm a fan of Justin Fields. Every time he breaks, I'm like, he's gonna break so many fucking records. And the first ones to go down are gonna be all the quarterbacking records for the Bears, because they've literally never had a quarterback before. So
Do you know
I'm
the
excited.
Bears have never had a quarterback that has thrown for 4,000 yards?
I did
It's
hear
exciting.
that. Right. Well, I mean, you had McMahon who gave the ball to Peyton. Their defense won games. Then they've had, oh my God, I feel like I can't even think of their quarterback. Rick Meyer, I think, played their quarterback there for a while.
Hey,
You
you can thank the Giants, by the way. The game where they watched Daniel Jones run all over them. After that, they use the exact same shit, and Fields has been running for hundreds of yards every game. Literally.
This is why he's on the
Go-
show.
Yeah,
Just
this is why.
Go back, guys. That's inside stuff
Random
no one knows. but this guy-
inside knowledge about the Giants that no one gives a fuck about. That's why he's on the show. That's why he's
Yeah,
on the
The
show.
the Bears saw how to do it, and they copied it, and boom, he's been a machine since. Check when he elevated after the Giants game.
All right, moving on. Jags Lions. We got to get through last week's game before we get Jags Lions. Wow. Again, here's the Lions again. Now, but now they're trending. They're trending up. They look good. I'm gonna say they're
Jacksonville looked bad. I picked them because you guys baited me into it.
Hey, the coin toss.
this is
That was
the
your
coin
coin toss?
2-1 now. 2-1.
All right.
All right.
BT, I do a coin toss once a week on a game because I don't know who I want to pick.
I picked the Lions in the comment section below, and I will say that not only did the Lions destroy them, but the Lions destroyed another division rival. So I kind of have to smile twice for that. And the Jaguars looked bad, I'll say, but overall the Lions are going to be a huge offensive powerhouse. And I know J-Mo really didn't do anything this week, but once he gets the ball rolling, and particularly next year, they are going to be a threat. Like everyone said, the Dolphins are now an offensive threat. They are going to be a huge offensive threat next year. So look out, Detroit's coming.
Jared Goff.
Goff shots.
All right, next.
Cleveland at Houston. We're going to let our Houston boy here, VT, we're going to let you chat about this one because I spoke last week about how much I hate Deshaun Watson. I'm never picking the fucking Browns. Go ahead.
So I agree with you there. I hate Deshaun Watson. I was there. I flew to Houston. I live in Florida. I flew down. And the cool thing was that just about everyone had my sentiment. Of course, you still had Texans fans that are still a fan of Deshaun Watson, unfortunately. The tailgating was awesome. But at the stadium, we chanted, "You sick fuck! You sick fuck!" Have it on video. One of the things that I loved was that Jalen Petrie intercepted Deshaun, went to the stadium store right afterwards and bought his jersey, and it's now on my door here in my office. So I love that. So we did have some cool plays against Deshaun, but we saw more of the same. We have bad play calling. This is the problem. All right, Pep Hamilton cannot call plays. I want him gone.
How's he have a job?
He has a job because it's mid-season. I don't think he's going to be here next year. But we were at 1st and goal 3 times, and he didn't use the beast that is Dameon Pierce once. Not once. Let's just pass when you're on 1st and goal. No, let's not run the ball. What the hell are you thinking? We also had bad luck. The first play of the game, we threw the Teagan, rookie tight end, caught it. As he landed, the ball hit the ground and bounced out of his hands. Defender right there, caught it, interception, took it home. I'm like, what the hell? What the hell? I mean, we just had really bad luck. DPJ, he on the return, we had he broke away, missed 2 dudes, and then took it home. Watson did not pass, did not have a touchdown at all. He had 130 yards. He had less than 55% completion rate. He sucked. We should have won this game.
That's
if
what I
we
was
had
going
better
to
play
say.
calling. We would
He
have won.
sucked. I wanted you guys to win, even though I picked Cleveland. I wanted you to win because we're in the thick of it. Like I have the 3rd pick of the draft right now. If you guys cough up that first pick, I mean, the only thing that could make this Russell Wilson trade like more epic, because it already is, would be if we got the number 1 fucking pick of the draft. That's insanity. That's hell. I picked Cleveland. I'm sorry. I still hate Deshaun, but I got. If I would have stayed with Jed on this one, we'd be tied for the year. Who wants that? I don't want that.
We're not.
Ties suck, right?
Yeah. Well, so
We'll get there. We'll get there.
all you guys tuning in again. Got a special guest today. That's his NFHell right there in a nutshell. Moving on to my NFL. I was up at the game in Minneapolis. I went to watch the Jets. 1 for 6 in the red zone. Field goal, field goal, field goal. We get down to the 1 yard line, exactly like the Texans. What do? First down, we run it. Fine, that's cool. Next down, we're in shotgun for 3 straight plays from the 1. Pathetic. Then we throw the ball away once, and we try to do whatever. It was just insane.
Well, did you also throw an interception in the first play of the game?
Yeah, first Mike White pass at the game, I believe, was intercepted, or second one, I can't remember. Anyway, pass interference, they don't call it, whatever. That's beside the point. Hits the receiver in the hand, shoots up in the air.
Gotta love that building up there in Minneapolis, though.
Yeah, I mean, let's be real. The game was really, really good. It was exciting. It was loud as shit in there. Like, I felt like I went there for the Favre reunion game back in the day, Monday Night Football. It wasn't that loud, but it was getting playoff level loud, especially when we were on the 4 at the end of the game. I mean, I was like, oh my God. So that was exciting. Other than that, I don't really want to talk about this game. I don't give a shit what you guys think about it. We're going to move on.
To my NFL.
To your NFL, my brethren. Go ahead.
Fans of football around. VT, you know what I'm talking about. NFL rule. Stop the fucking ties. Okay? No one wants to watch and invest hours of emotions up and down. Tying, leading, behind, tying. To get into overtime and then tie some more. And we're marching. Why should we be penalized by a 10-minute clock? Just eliminate the time clock. You go till someone scores. It's going to happen. Please. We were marching. We ran out of time. The kicker can't even kick it 58, 7 yards, whatever the hell it was. My NFL, a tie, which is better than a loss, but fuck, I would rather
imagine you were somebody that paid $400 for the ticket.
Money.
My ticket was $300 to the Jets Vikings game. If I would have went up there that whole time, I get a hotel, drive up there, go out to eat, hang out, spend probably like $500-600. Tie.
How do you
get reimbursed? Ties should be reimbursement.
Right. A bad taste in your mouth.
Right. NFL, listen to us. We're right. We're right. NFL is right on this rule. NFL is right. Tennessee, Philly, Dames Mars, we'll let you start out this one. Who'd you take?
I took Philly because I knew Philly would win.
Well, I took the opposite, and
I know.
Anybody got anything to add to this game? I mean, Philly dominated it. They looked good. The Titans went backwards. I was bragging about their defense, and then there you go. There you go.
Yeah, they really could use a wide receiver. I'll just say that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Wonder where he is.
They could also really use a quarterback. I'll just say.
Yeah. Yep. The one they drafted, I don't think is that good either. All right, James Mars, you're NFL. Actually, you're NFL. Like I said, you're in the upper one of NFL purgatory. We got.
Well, winning this game against the Rams, it really, I don't care because we lost 2 winnable games right before this. So I'm at the point where I realize that this team is just on the cusp of good. Do I think anybody in the NFL could beat us 10 out of 10 times? No. So there's always a chance for this team, but I think they're a playoff team that's one and done, not quite ready. So I'd rather just lose and have 2 awesome draft picks. Whether we pick or trade the picks away to get better picks, I don't even care at this point. I don't see the point of losing these very winnable games. And then, I mean, Gino did hit the one notch that he hasn't had all year, and that's a fourth quarter comeback on the final drive of the game. He ticked that box. Now he's going to be asking for high 20s.
Or that boosts his confidence. You go into the playoffs hot, and you win, and you go like the Atlanta Falcons went to the Super Bowl like in a long night, like 1998. No one thought they won. They played the best team, and they won, dude. You can go.
But let me say this, dude. You say there's no one's going to give Gino 30. I'm going to tell you right now, if Seattle doesn't sign Gino, Carolina's going to give him every bit of $30 million. Why wouldn't they? Why
Gino?
wouldn't they? Yeah. He's younger than Russell Wilson. He is. He's a year younger than Russell Wilson. You believe that?
No, I don't actually.
Hey, you want the playoffs so your young guys get the experience. So the
That's
next year,
even a one and
that's
done.
about it.
Even a one and done. I'm happy with that.
You
But
already got a freebie. You already got a free draft pick. So
yeah, we're
Miami-
playing with house money. It's house money. So I don't even.
yeah,
I'm just watching because I love the NFL. I really love the NFL. I really do.
All right, Miami at San Fran. VT, we'll start with you on this one. Garoppolo went out, but Christian McCaffrey.
don't we want to just give Dames shit right away because he was talking how the Dolphins were going to dominate this game, and that was his AFC pick, and all these other things he said. I think
Yes,
I want to hear.
Jas.
Sorry, BT. I want to hear what Dame says first.
No,
All right. So that's fair. And I knew that. Well, I didn't
Jazz,
realize you were going to
remember?
be a jackass about it, but that's fine. And my comment to that would be, I'm glad that it happened this way in the regular season because when they meet again, it won't be in the Super Bowl because it'll be Miami against Philly. Philly will have already taken care of San Francisco. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what else you want me to say.
I get it.
They got to Tua. And I think if he learns, I mean, he needs a game like that where he's constantly like happy feet and not knowing so that he can work through that. And I was happy to see him work through a couple things, but he was late in the game. He was better than he was early in the game. He got better as the game progressed. Unfortunately, there was not enough to get them the win.
Right. VT, anything to add to any of this?
Yeah, I mean, 49ers put up a lot of pressure, and that's why Tua threw those interceptions. He hasn't thrown interceptions for a while, and what luck will you have? It put Skylar in the first and only throw he throws is an interception. So, it was bad luck going around. Mike McDaniel, you could have seen on the sideline, he actually said, I fucked up. So he knew it was part of it was the play calling as well. It was Tua, it was play calling. There was a bunch of issues there. The 49ers dominated. And yeah, I wasn't expecting to see that domination.
Yeah, ditto. Either. Same here. I think we were all a little shocked. All right, KC Bengals. This was another shocker to me. I can't believe Burrow owns Mahomes. Burrow owns the Chiefs. It's just like
That's weird to say.
I know, isn't it?
3 times in a row they've beaten them. So it's not a fluke. They have their number.
Yep.
3 times in a year.
Yeah, 3 times in 1 year. That's a good call.
I will say, what would have happened if Butler made that field goal, right? Would Mahomes would have come back after that? Because that would have tied it up, and then what would have happened? So, yes, the Bengals won, but let's not throw out the fact that Butler screwed up there.
Yeah, also the greatest player of all time, according to James Mars, also fumbled, which was
He had a bad game.
Yeah, I was once again. That's strange.
I mean, he's not the greatest player of all time. All right, you guys
Just
keep
right
trying
now.
to.
No, we just keep ramping that shit
Trying to
up.
fantasize what my comments that he's the best player in the game, and he is. He has had a bad game. He did have a bad game. I even got a
Best player
text.
doesn't have a bad
I even
game.
got a text from Amanda said Kelsey is having a bad game. I'm like, yeah, you can't argue that.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. All right, division rival up next. Chargers Raiders. I guess fucking Raiders, man. Oh, what a dumb team.
Told you, the tears, man. The tears flat out motivated that team 3 straight wins.
Who have they played? I need to look back at all of this. This was the Chargers. This was a solid team. The Chargers.
They beat Seattle in Seattle in that walk-off 87-yard run.
Mm-hmm.
And then they beat the Broncos the week before that in overtime as well.
Mm-hmm. Anyone have anything? Devontae Adams dominated again.
Devontae Adams and Josh Jacobs. Jacob had close to 150 again. He's been dominating. The other thing is Herbert. I hate making excuses for him, but I really feel like I gotta. Mike Williams isn't there. Some of his O-line is gone. Eckler. How did he miss that touchdown pass? It hit his hands. Catch it.
Yeah.
I hate making excuses for Herbert, but it's not all on him.
Right. Yep. And I feel like we're all kind of on that same page. At some point, though, it's gonna be his fault. You know what I mean? Maybe not yet, but if it continues into next season where you're like, oh yeah, he's a stud again, and it kind of happens again, it's going to be like, well, maybe it is. Maybe it's him. Maybe it's him. All right, Colts, Cowboys. Holy shit! Holy shit!
I don't even have a comment. 33 points in one quarter.
Yeah, the Sunday night game once again. Suck it, NFL.
Flex these fucking games.
Yeah. Bills were supposed to be anyway. Yeah, this was if anybody watched it at home, blah 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 blah. Close game right at the beginning of the fourth quarter. Dallas scored like 1 billion points and won 50 something to 20. Matt Ryan is done. Just retire.
For the third week in a row.
Yeah, for the third week in a row. Yep. And Jeff Saturday, not going so good.
I just want to add again another team in my poverty division.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, the Texans were the only ones that didn't get blown out completely. Everyone else in our division did. And the Colts, yes, they sucked. And it was pretty close. I was actually watching. It was, pretty close.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, fourth quarter, what is going on? Yeah. A crazy, crazy game.
Crazy game. Agreed.
Guys, NFHell is this. The Dallas Cowboys scored more points in the fourth quarter than I have in any game this entire season.
Yikes. That's gutsy of you to even say that, bud.
Yeah. Wow, it's the first Giants thing that we've heard from you.
Promoting the show, man. Promoting the title.
Saints, Bucks, Monday Night Football. Fuck Tom Brady.
I'm just going to go. Because I remember at the end of last week, I was like, oh, I have New Orleans. I don't know why, but I'm not going to change it. And then I looked at 4 minutes left, and I'm like, oh, yes, I got this. And then I didn't look again until today. And I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck happened in those 4 minutes? Jesus Christ. I'm like, he's the GOAT, dude. It's undisputed. You can't even fucking argue it now. I don't even care how he did it. He did it. And I'm just over it.
Yeah. Anybody else got anything to say about Tom G-Man Jazz?
The only other time that he's done that in his career was the Falcons Super Bowl.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the Giants Super Bowl.
And Matt Ryan was done then, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, that concludes our recap. That concludes our
right.
recap.
Let's get to the fucking fun now. All right.
Let's
try some brevity. We are going to some brevity here.
Week 14.
Keep your comments short.
Here we go. Thursday night. Actually, before we get started, the buys of the week.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. The buys. Colts, Saints, Falcons, Bears, dumbest name in sports, and Packers all have a buy.
That's a late buy.
Yeah, right? Thursday night game. Raiders at Scrams. I'm going to go first on this one. Too easy to pick this one. Rams are doing this. Raiders are doing this. I'm actually going to pick the stupid Raiders.
Oh, you're back on board the Raiders bandwagon. So am I, dude. I think they get 4 in a row here.
Yeah, 4 in a row. G-Man?
I've been off the Rams for forever now, and they haven't won ever. So I will have to pick the Raiders, and now they'll probably lose.
VT, who are you taking?
I'm definitely taking the Raiders. I will say, though, there is a shot that Baker will start. They asked, and they said it's a possibility. So who knows? But I'm still picking the Raiders no matter what.
So that makes me even pick the Raiders even more.
I mean, touche. Who you guys taking at home? Let us know in the comments. Again, we love all these people chiming in. It's awesome. Dames Marbs is going to be checking in with you.
I'm not doing
I'll go to the next one. I'm going with my boys. They're going to rebound. Everybody's doubting us again because we just lost to, the second best team in the NFC, barely. I'm going to say we actually gave the Vikings the game this week. We are going to sweep the Buffalo Bills this year.
So it's Bills.
Jets, Bills.
All right.
In Buffalo.
Definitely going Buffalo on this one.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're not going to get all, what if we all pick? Never mind.
No.
It's not going to happen. We're not all picking the Chiefs.
Nope.
DT, who are you taking in this? And again, you might be biased. What?
Yeah, I'm taking Buffalo on this one.
Okay. All right. This is an easy one for everyone else, huh?
This is an easy one. I mean, you didn't pick the Jets the first time they played them, and now you're just giving us. And you're just giving us a freebie. Thank you.
No.
That said, I hope the Jets win.
Yeah. Do we still think Josh Allen's a little whatever off his thing? No, now he's back against the Jets. Number 1D. Sauce?
Yep.
Sauce?
Dude, you talk too much about Sauce. What about Woolen?
Mm.
No one cares about that guy. Browns, Bengals, turds,
Big
Bungles. I'm definitely going to start this one. I know I just started the last one, but it doesn't matter. I said I'm never picking Dick Guy. So not taking him at all in this one. Bengals are on fire right now. Burrow is going to torch them. Suck it. Deshaun, I hope you lose every game the rest of the way out. BT, go ahead. I want you to chime in this. You also, you're familiar with that guy.
Yeah, so Deshaun, like I said, had a horrible game this Sunday, and I expect him to have a horrible game against the Bengals. I think the Bengals will beat his ass, and hopefully they sack him a bit more than we did. And maybe he hurt something a little bit. No, I didn't say that, but yes, I did.
Yes, you did.
VT, what was the chant?
You sick fuck.
You sick fuck is gonna be at every stadium Deshaun goes to, and it's the human factor. You hear and you play shitty. You're rusty. Your teammates hear that and be like, why am I playing for this dude? No one wants to play with you for you. And I can't pick him either. Bungles, let's go.
All right. If it was Brissett playing, I would pick Cleveland because these games are a dogfight. Like, no pun intended. They really are. And I just feel like Watson's not gonna. He hasn't had enough reps or whatever. Bengals all the way.
All right.
Did you say reps or rapes? I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
Oh, he has plenty of rapes.
The count's only like in the 60s, guys. Innocent until proven guilty. All right, BT, you're up on this one, boy. Here we go. Welcome to the NFL. Let's hear about your boys taking on the boys.
I have to take the Cowboys here. The Cowboys are obviously a high-powered offense, and we have no offense. So I think this is unfortunately a pretty easy choice here.
Yeah, kind of sucks that you're here on this week when you played them. You could have been last week. We would have been like, fuck, Deshaun. Anyway, yeah, this sucks. Dames and Jas, you're picking your division guy, or are you going Texans with the upset?
No, I can't pick the Texans, VT. I'm sorry, but I will celebrate it if it happens. It's one of those intrastate battles. But the Cowboys defense is pretty good and your offense is offensive. So
He
the
stole my
boys.
comment exactly. He stole my comment exactly.
Are you serial?
Thank you.
He did. I was gonna say your offense is offensive. And then I was also gonna say the Battle of Texas. I mean, fuck this
Dames and Jas
guy,
covered. Yeah,
this guy down here.
covered it. He covered it. I'm doing it too. We're gonna move on because we're all taking the Cowboys. That's an easy one. Welcome to the show. Welcome to NFL, VT. Welcome to NFL. Vikings, Lions, division rival. Dames, Mars, we're starting you out on this one. Where are we going?
I'm going Lions because you're so fucking high on fucking Minnesota going to the Super Bowl all of a sudden. That hasn't been said on this program since week 1 when Ben said it. Or no, week 2 when they won the first game.
Yeah.
All of a sudden they're going to the Super Bowl. Whatever. God bless you, Ben. They're not going anywhere. Your team sucks. I mean, they're
I
good.
remember if Jails remembers Cousins playing in prime time or not, but you can't get to the Super Bowl without going through the prime time.
That's right. That's right.
First few rounds might be at noon. Well,
Detroit. The game's in Detroit. Yeah.
yep, it is.
Yeah. It's make it so, number 1.
VT, who you taking?
I'm taking Lions. Like, they have that high-powered offense, and I think that J-Mo's going to show up here a little bit. So you got the Sun God, you got J-Mo, you got Reynolds, you got 2 great running backs, Williams, Swift. Yeah, they're taking it.
And the difference maker, Jared Goff.
Dames and Jas.
Guys, I think you see the Lions try to get Jonathan his touchdown. Remember, the Vikings could have just drafted him. Instead, they traded down some crazy dumb draft trade that is about as bad as Jails picking the Vikings. So Lions at home.
Well, before the show tonight, I actually picked the Lions to win. But then when you asked me my Super Bowl team and I picked the Vikings, and now you guys are all picking the Lions, guess what I'm doing?
You're switching.
Doing the old switcheroo.
That's not a bad switch, to be honest with you. But I'm going to tell you this. Hawkinson, 2 touchdowns.
Mm.
And he's gonna be like, fuck you, motherfuckers.
And then they win. Then you're right. Isn't Hawkinson on the Vikings now?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's gonna
Yeah,
score
but
2
they're still going to lose.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. G-Men Jas. Here we go. Giants Eagles. Dames, are you putting the
All
hat
right, guys. I mean, it's obvious. It's obvious what you 3 will be picking, I assume. But I'll give you one reason why I'm picking the Giants. We have not put together a complete game all year. What better time than now? What better place than here?
in New York? In New York, bro.
G-Men.
All right. I'm actually going G-Men. I have G-Men picked. Here's my reason. They're coming back healthy. Their O-line last week. The Commanders are one of my top tier defensive teams. They've been playing well. You were leading that game pretty much a lot of the time. I do think the Giants are going to rebound. The Eagles are one of those teams where one game and I think this is it again. I think who was the person who picked when they lost last time? Oh yeah, that was me. So I'm going to go 2 in a row of the Eagles losses this week. Giants are taking them down. Dames. Well, we know who he's taking. VT.
Yeah, I'm taking the Eagles here. There's a reason why I think they're going to end up at the Super Bowl, and I think that they are high powered. Jalen Hurts is pretty freaking amazing, and so is AJ Brown. That's all you need to know. And I think they're taking this win. Sorry, G-Man.
All right. Ravens at Steelers. Dames Marvs.
Pittsburgh,
Any reason why?
injury to the quarterback and coaching.
Yep. I'm going to double down on that. I'm saying the same exact thing. Coaching, Steelers come in, they've been playing well. Ravens don't. They're lost without Lamar. So
They have
Steelers.
no quarterback and no receivers. They have a
Right.
great tight end, but a quarterback that's not Lamar Jackson is not going to find anybody. So
DT.
So I'm going to disagree with both of you here. As I said earlier in the show, I think Huntley is the closest thing you can get to a QB2 that looks like your QB1. The rest of the league, and yes, he's no Lamar Jackson, but he can be Lamar Jackson mini light, and I think he can win over the Steelers here. Kenny Pickett as he's getting better, but he will still throw a couple interceptions, and I think that the Ravens D and Huntley will eke out a win.
G-Man.
Guys, I like what VT said. If the Ravens were at home, this is going to be a close game. If the Ravens were at home, I would take them. But on the road, not the experience Lamar has, maybe the mini game, but I think the Steelers defense is rounding into form and they need to win out, I believe. So it's going to be a good game.
I'm looking
Steelers.
forward to watching that game, actually.
Me too.
Yeah.
Ditto. Jags at Titans. I'll start this off. I'm still sticking with my Titans defense. I feel like the Jags probably played the worst game they played all year last week. So I feel like the Titans, yeah, they lost, but they still aren't playing that bad. Again, their defense will carry them. Tannis Spill usually has a few good games here and there. He's kind of like this. So I feel like he's going to have a pretty good game against the Jags because they're like I said, they're not playing well. Their defense is Lawrence sucks. Yeah, I said it. BT, you taking with me on this one, or?
I think the Jags are going to lose. This is a divisional game. I think the Titans are going to take this out. I think what the thing with Lawrence is that he's so inconsistent. You never know what to expect from him, and I think he's going to collapse here in a divisional game.
James Mars.
I don't understand what's going on with Lawrence and his giant cock. I mean, the dude is a pussy killer. Let's be realistic about that. I don't think he's the one that's inconsistent on Jacksonville. I think it's everything else. But I still think they're going to lose.
Okay. Jas, the quad, whatever, the four.
Neither of
four-
those teams have been particularly
Yes.
mind-blowing lately anyway.
That's true, actually. Yeah. Jim and Jas, you going to foursome here? Or?
Right, I am, because once I thought the Jags were just starting, to get it after the bye week. Lawrence had a couple of good games in a row, and I mean they forced me to do the coin toss last week, but next game.
Next game, you're doing the okay. All right. So we did the four-way. All right. Next up, division game, Chiefs Broncos. I'm going to start this one. Suck it, Russell. Too easy. Chiefs roll. They're going to come out hot, ready to go. This week of practice, I guarantee you, is on it. Let's go. And they're the ones going to be right. Anybody disagree with this at all?
Nope.
Chiefs don't lose 2 games in a row.
That's
This is the first face-off against Russell Wilson, which I was looking forward to at the beginning of the season. I guess I'll be honest with you, I still am looking forward to just how bad of a blowout this is going to be. Russell's like, we've been in every game. It's a 1-score game. I think this is the week that Denver gets their defense exposed. They're fucking tired. They're tired of playing for nothing.
Does Russell get benched in this game?
No.
Does their coach get fired after this game?
Not yet. But
Not
he's on
yet.
the hot seat. I'll go as far to give a score prediction.
Okay, let's hear it.
I'm going to say 35-10 Chiefs.
You think they're going to score a touchdown
I
against the Chiefs?
I am saying yes. Eventually, yes, because the Chiefs are going to give up and play prevent and stuff like that. It's going to be garbage
Think
time.
white and get serious.
It's garbage time. Chiefs are going to give up. But I mean, like, because they won't need to play hard. But yeah, 35-10.
All
right.
right. Garbage time. That's the only time.
Correct.
You
All right.
You're going with all of us
Easy.
here again? Back to back
Easy
for
pick.
them? Yeah, easy.
Easy pick. Easy
James
pick.
Marv's, up to you. Up in the corner or up above or wherever you're at, I don't know. We can't tell. Panther Seahawks in Seattle. Come on.
I believe that Seattle will win by multiple scores.
Yep. I'm definitely gonna. I mean, this is what they say a no-brainer, but then it's the NFHell, so you never fucking know. But if we were betting men, we would probably take Seattle in this one.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is the surest.
All four in favor?
Aye.
Yes.
Aye, yes. All right, here we go. Moving on. Bucks at Niners. G-Men Jas, we'll start with you on this one. Who you taking? Old Tom or Cyclone quarterback Purdy?
Guys, I don't go against Tom very often, but I also been riding the 49er bandwagon for a while, and Purdy looked pretty Purdy, so I'm going for the 49ers at home. I don't think they call it a huge upset. I'm guessing it'll be pretty close line, but
Purdy close.
one of those low scoring ones, it seems like the Bucks are in, and the 49ers have more weapons and can run better. So 49ers at home in a low scoring close game.
VT?
Yeah. I bet against Brady and lost, but I'm going to bet against Brady this time and win. Bucks are losing.
All right, I am going to differ from both of you on this one. I'm actually taking the Bucks. I feel like their defense needs to shut down McCaffrey, make Purdy beat you. Bowles is a pretty good defensive-minded coach, and I feel like maybe this kind of helped the Bucks. Remember how like a couple years ago when they won that one game and they kind of started rolling a few in, their defense starts playing a little better. I think the Bucks go on the road, make a big statement win to say, hey, don't forget about us. Taking Bucks on the road. James Mars?
I think the Bucks are riding the confidence wave right now, and the 49ers are kind of looking around going, oh, fuck. Everything is fucked now. But I still think they have the guns to pull it out. I hope I'm wrong, and I hope the GOAT prevails. And I don't say that very often and mean it. But since I'm trying to win a thing here, I got to stick with San Francisco until till I see what Purdy's all about. And he looked pretty good.
Dolphins Chargers, the Sunday night game. We're gonna start with Dames and Jas on this. What are you going with here, bud? What are you going with here, bud?
Get your coin, butt. Get your coin there, brother.
All right, here we go. It's the coin toss.
Guys, the Dolphins, I don't know who they are some weeks. The other weeks, they win easily. The Chargers, we don't know who they are. We're all waiting for Herbert. I think we all kind of have the common theme that we think he's going to be good. What's going on, Dames?
Dude, Miami went up against the fucking 49ers, and you're saying you don't know who they are? They just hit a fucking wall of a great defensive team. I don't think that redefines or makes
I don't think they roll into Charger and just kick their ass is why I'm going with heads is the Dolphins, tails is the Chargers. Tails never fails. Tails never fails.
And it is tails.
Chargers. There you go, Dames. Chargers.
Who are you taking? Who you taking? It sounds like you're taking your favorite team. Your little
Sunday night football.
It's really lucky that we don't do this show live in person. 'Cause you guys would be battered and bruised.
I go into work tomorrow. Why do you have a black eye?
Like, what happened to you?
No.
My wife beats me.
Yeah.
I'm going Miami, bro.
We know you are. We didn't even need
You
to
know
really-
you are.
We know you are. We know you are. VT, who you joining in? You joining Dames and Jas or you joining Dames Marvs on this one?
I'm joining Dames. Miami's going to win this one.
I'm also going Dames Marvs.
Oh, finally, some intelligence.
Dolphins are pretty smart.
You know, it's a bottleneck. It's a porpoise.
Cursiov truncatus.
Back to where we all began. One more game left. Again, I want to thank VT for staying up late, joining us for NFHell. What a pleasure. Dames and Jas, Dames Mars, before we get to our last game, make sure you're commenting down below. Tell us who you want. Hey, maybe you want to be a special guest. You kind of know the format. Let us know. We'd love to have you on. Who was the show brought to you again by today? VT?
Brought to you by Texans Fan Battle.
All right, Texas Fan Battle. Check it out. Patriots, Cardinals. What a dumb fucking game for Monday night. That's all I'm going to say. Really? I'm with you guys. Flex. Can we flex Monday night? Like, seriously. Patriot, like.
Let's get Tampa Bay, San Francisco as the Sunday night game.
Are the Jets Bills, dude? If the Jets, I mean, I won't give out a first if I win that game. I have the tiebreaker over the Bills.
We could argue for my game as well, guys, but luckily, we get to watch Kyler Murray.
Is he playing? Is Kyler Murray playing? He is.
I don't know.
You should be.
And I'll start on this one. Again, I hate picking the Patriots, but I just think Belichick will shut down their number one thing on offense, which is Kyler. They don't have anything else. So I'm going to say Patriots on the road. They had 10 days to prepare. They'll be ready to go. Patriots, Cardinals. I got Pats. VT, who you taking?
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to have to pick Patriots here. I actually hate the Patriots, but I have to take them. And Kyler's had an issue. 4 out of 5 of his O-line guys have been out. He's done an issue all season. Their center literally has the worst PFF grade than us, and we have a shit O-line. So, yeah, Cardinals are losing this one.
Dames Marvs?
Got to go with New England.
3 for 3. Dames and Jas, you what's going on here? I see that evil look in your eye.
Yeah, you do, guys. I can't let you all. We're not.
You got some work to do, bud.
I'm not having to force them with the Patriots. I'll tell you that right now, guys. You guys forgot we all live in NFHell, and sometimes the Patriots lose. And it's going to be this weekend on the road, Monday actually. A game which I might bet on, but I'm not watching. Go Hopkins. Go DeAndre. Nuke.
All right.
We're in New Jersey right now.
Yeah.
Boom.
Again, thanks for tuning in. NFHell. We'll be back the same place, same time, same YouTube channel. Dames Marvs, Dames and Jas, VT. I'm Midwest Jet.
Peace.
Go teams.
Coming on, BT.
I have a boner.
Don't forget to speak your piece in the comments section. Also, like and subscribe to Lock 22 Productions, and thank you for listening to NFHell.